Amar, and this is the thought of the day. I hope you had a good day. I'm recording this pretty late in the evening, and but it's important that I record these. I could not record the video earlier because I during the day I went to get my first vaccination slot for COVID, and I got my first dose. Um, I couldn't get. It's late because I had COVID earlier in May. I recovered, so I waited a while before I got the vaccine slot. Cool. So I think I have a slot now. So I'm partially vaccinated now. All right. So it feels good because according to people, according to experts, if you're vaccinated, then there's less likelihood of getting COVID and transmitting COVID. So if you haven't had a vaccine so far, get a vaccine so that we can return back to life as we knew it. I miss it so much. I want COVID to end so badly. Cool. So the thought of the day today is on it's on enemies. Okay, it's an interesting thought, and I don't know in the world that we live right now we have any enemies. Enemy is too strong a word, but you could consider enemies as people who don't like you, people who are always criticizing you, people who don't want you to be the person that you are. Otherwise we don't have enemies. We're not fighting wars with people, right? But those are the kind of people you could consider your enemies because they are working against you. So the thought says, it's by Sri Chinmoy. The thought is by Sri Chinmoy. The thought says, I love my enemies for two reasons. They inspire me to recognize my weakness. And they also inspire me to perfect my imperfect nature. Now, I don't agree with this thought, but that's fine. So that's what the thought says. I love my enemies for two reasons. They inspire me to recognize my weakness. They also inspire me to perfect my imperfect nature. Because ideally, in the world that we live in right now, we shouldn't have enemies. Why should we have enemies? Why should we have people around us who are always criticizing us all the time? Why? I mean, we would rather have friends who would want to give us constructive feedback towards the kind of person we want to become. And they would also want us to become happier, because people who are always telling us our weaknesses, they're actually trying to make us weaker as human beings. We don't want people who want to make you weaker. You want people around you. The thought also says they also inspire me to perfect my imperfect nature, right? All of us are imperfect, but then again at the same point, if somebody is always telling you what's lacking in you, they're actually making you weaker as a person. Because if you want to live life as human beings, and if you want to live a happy life, we have to focus on what's working. We have to focus on our strengths. We have to focus on constructive feedback towards what's working for us. We don't want to always concentrate on weakness. So the best way to look at enemies in the society that we live in right now is to not have any enemies, right? If there are enemies and the people who are making you weaker, the people, don't fight with them. Just ignore them. Just cut them out of your lives, right? So don't have enemies, because try to have people around you who you admire, right? Admire is a word. I've been considering quite a lot these days. The kind of people you should have around you are the kind of people you admire, the kind of people who inspire you, the kind of people who give you constructive criticism, the kind of people who want you to become a better version of yourself. So the only way, I would say, I don't agree with the thought. The thought says, I love enemies for two reasons. They inspire me to recognize my weakness. They also inspire me to perfect my imperfect nature. That's what Sri Chinmoy says. But I would say, don't have enemies, right? Don't have enemies. Have friends. Have people who believe in you. Have people who give you constructive feedback. And those people are not enemies, right? Cool. So that's the thought of the day, and I hope you have a good day ahead, a good evening ahead, a good night ahead, depending on your time for the day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with tomorrow's thought of the day. I'm also doing a poetry book right now, simultaneously reading. The book that I'm reading right now is a poetry book. It's for kids under 10 years of age. It's called 101 Rhymes for Quirky Kids. So check that out. That series is also going with these videos. And this is my third book that I'm reading right now. I have 4 more books to read. There are 2 short stories. One is a pure play fiction novel, and one is a philosophy book. So those books I will read. I will read those books and explain those books by the end of this year. I hope I'll have read and explained all my books. And I think regardless of, I do hope this channel will grow by then, and even if it doesn't, I will invest some more in this channel next year from a production perspective. And this the whole idea to work on this channel is to make it as a repository of trying to live a better life and a happier life. That's what this is about, right? Thanks for watching. See you. Bye.